We are live. Good evening. 7:51. Good evening. How are you? Say hi in the comment if you're here. We're live. We are going to be talking about the latest immigration news. What's happening? So who's in? Let's get right into it. We are live. We just have to talk about it. Say hi in the comment if you're here. One person is here. We're waiting for at least two people, three people, so we can start. We are live, 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 live. Yeah, 18 people. Say hi in the comment. If you're here, say hi in the comment. Hi, Jean Roland Mention. Wow, the Zoom. Hi, how are you? Jean Roland. That's like, are you from Haiti? That's like a French name. Or are you from some French speaking countries in Africa? Hi, Exodus. Hi, Stephanie Toussaint. Stephanie, yes, you can travel in another state on TPS as long as you have to have your passport, right? Your valid passport, Stephanie. Hi, Luz Galinato. Hi from Seattle, Washington. Oh my goodness, that's far away from here. But hi. Oh, hi. Oh, you're from Haiti. Hi. Yeah, I just saw the name. It's kind of French. Yes, Stephanie, you can travel provided that you have a valid passport from your country. So, because you can't just show work permits as a travel document. Now, passport, you can travel. Or if you have a federal driver license ID. But in your case, probably the passport should be better. Hi, let me get into it so we can go to questions. Let's talk about the latest immigration news, and then we're gonna go into questions. Let me share my screen just one more time, so we're gonna know what's going on with immigration, right? So let me share my screen. Okay, the big news. This is the big news, right? New green card registry date could let millions adjust status in the US. What's happening is that the Republican, the House Democrats, sorry, not the Republican, but the House Democrats, they introduced a bill, right? Try to change the registry date because remember, those people are so shameless at this point. They have nothing to show for. They have nothing to show to their constituencies. They have nothing to show to the voters. They have nothing to show to anybody. When it comes to immigration, they have failed to deliver. That's just what it is. Even when they go to appeal in court, pretty much so unimpressed. So, but now they're coming up with this scenario. I didn't want to talk about it, but some people personally emailed me to talk about it. That's why, to be honest with you, I didn't want to engage in such emotional roller coaster for the second time around. But I just had to do it because some people really wanted to hear from me, right? So what's happening is this: the House Democrats introduced this bill trying to change the registry dates. What is their argument? The argument is that while a lot of people can see themselves adjusting status once the registry date change, that's one argument, and then uh, it hasn't been changed since 1972, right? Um, what happened before, it's like in 1929 they did that four times since 1929. Okay, they did it in 1986. They did it in so between 2015 and 2018 only 305 people apply under that registry. Okay, and then this representative, the Democrat representative, Zoe Love Green is talking about, well, this registry has been part of immigration law for almost 100 years, so we have to deliver on that. That's their argument. It hasn't been updated since 1972, so they want to change the date. And what they're really suggesting is that everybody has been here, provided that you don't have any criminal record whatsoever, right? But if you've been here continuously for 7 years, you can go ahead and apply for a green card, be eligible to apply for a green card. That's what they want to do, 7 years of continuous residency. And they want this to be like every 7 years, they can update it. So that's what they want to do. Well, is it going to pass? My friend, they have to get 60 votes, right? 10 from the Republicans, and then 10, and then 50 from themselves. But remember that the election's coming up very soon, right? So if it looks like, since they couldn't deliver, to me personally, it looks like they're gonna lose the House and the Senate, because now it's 50-50, right, in terms of Senate seats. But it looks like they're gonna lose the Senate, and they're probably gonna lose the House as well. So we don't know what's gonna happen. We hope it happens. Trust me, I hope it happens, because remember last year we've been talking about this reconciliation bill. We talked about a lot of things. We hope really that this happens, but who knows, right? So another good news is I'm gonna go back here. USCIS to implement second phase of premium processing for certain previously filed EB1 and EB2 Form I-140 petitions. Remember that EB2 and EB1 self-sponsored type of green card, they didn't have the opportunity to expedite their cases by filing for premium processing, which means you have to pay an additional $2,500 in order for them to resolve your case within 15 calendar days. So under this category B2, EB2 and EB1, they never had that opportunity, and they start now. USCIS is starting to implement that premium processing in phases, right? They started back, I believe, in May, and then now they're going to the second phase in July. What are they looking at? If you apply for EB1, E13 multinational executive and manager position, receive on or before July 1st of 2021. And if you are in E221 national interest waiver petition, which is EB2, petition received on or before August 1st, 2021. Those are the only petitions that they are going to accept expedited request. And what do? You file the Form I-907, the newest version, okay? So that's what it is. Then we have another news about USCIS is updating guidance for Afghan and Iraqis seeking special immigrant classification. Remember that Afghan nationals and the Iraqis nationals have this special immigrant classification visa, and they have their guidelines and requirements to meet, right? But this is just that they are updating it on top of what's already exists. So what they're doing is that people, non-citizens seeking Afghan special immigrant visa after July 2022 must file the Form DSI-57, okay, with the Department of State when they are applying for a Chief of Mission approval. But in some circumstances, non-citizen must still file a petition with USCIS to pursue that visa, SIV, special immigrant visa. Okay, then they update eligibility criteria to reflect that the employment requirement for Afghan is now 1 year, and clarifies that the type of employment with international security assistance force qualifies. And then they update again that the criteria for surviving spouses and children of deceased principal non-citizens to expand the scope of what may apply for Afghan and Iraqi seeking special immigrant visas. Okay, so in cases where the visa is not immediately available, removes the date limitation to convert an approved petition of uh, Afghan or Iraqi translator or interpreter to an approved petition for an Iraqi or Afghan employed by on behalf of the U.S. government. So basically, if the visa is not available, then they are going to convert that type of petition to reflect that it is a petition for an employee by or on behalf of the U.S. government. Clarifies statutory requirement that non-citizens seeking an Afghan or Iraqi special immigrant visa must establish that they have provided faithful and valuable services to the U.S. government by submitting a positive recommendation or evaluation from their supervisor. Okay, so anyway, those who are concerned, I've made a video on how to get a green card, 25 ways to get a green card, and I briefly talk about Afghan nationals and Iraqi nationals. But if you feel like you qualify, then you should just call my office and try to consult and see whether you qualify or not, right? So let's get back there and start taking questions. Questions. Let's see who has a question here. So first of all, Exodus, when exactly they apply for TPS? Okay, because TPS from, I don't know for what country, because for Haiti, the one I had, the case that I had, it took at least 9 months in total. Sam Kamau, hi. Please louder. You can't hear me? What do you mean by louder? Okay, so now you can hear me? Okay, so who will be eligible about this bill? Well, they're talking about 7 years of continuous residency. If you've been here for 7 years, Bharat, Vikaria, 7 years of continuous residency. That's it. They're not talking about the dates. They're just talking about 7 years of continuous residency. Okay. Hi, how are you? Héritier, how are you? Can I ask a green card holder can petition for brother and sister out here? Green card, or you know, I believe that the siblings petition is about U.S. citizen, have to be a U.S. citizen. My voice sounds far from the mic. So can you hear me now? I put the volume up. Can you hear me now? I'm actually screaming. Okay, new advanced document will grant me 100% return to US, 7 years life in the USA, and I overstay visa. Ivan Petrovich, I don't understand your question. Did you apply for a travel document or advance parole? Or are you talking about the bill? The bill hasn't passed yet, so you can make plan for that. But if you're talking about advance parole, if you go outside of the country, of course, the assumption is you're gonna get back. But remember, as advance parole, there's no guarantee with coming back, because it even says on the application that there's no guarantee that you're gonna come back. When it comes to advance parole, really, there's no guarantee. Okay. You see, Stephanie can hear me. You can hear me now. Okay. Oh, you went to Dominican Republic for 2 weeks and you came back? Yeah, 2 weeks outside of the country is not a big deal. If the bill passes 7 years continuously, 2 years is not a big deal. That's when it comes to leaving the country, coming back, people who go for longer period of time, like 6 months, 90 days, 2 weeks is not a big deal. Or you want to go. Do you have advance? Did you get, Ivan, did you get advance parole? If you got advance parole, you can go. But remember that, are you afraid? Yeah, to be honest, you should be afraid. But what is the reason why you are going? Is it like emergency or something? If it's an emergency situation and you have advance parole, oh, you apply for TPS. Oh, don't be afraid. If you have TPS and advance parole, you should go. You should go. You should be able to come back. Yeah, if you have TPS, advance parole, you should be able to come back. The people who have problems are the people who have asylum cases pending with USCIS or green card case pending with USCIS. That's when it gets tricky. Am I going to come back? Are they going to let me back? It's just too complicated. But if you have TPS, trust me, you're safe to travel with a advance parole. William, you have an asylum case pending. Can you go to the Bahamas for what? Just vacation? No, don't do it. Is it an emergency situation? Did you apply for advance parole? You can't just leave and come back unless you have advance parole approved. Stephanie, you can travel to another state with your valid passport. You don't need a travel document. You need a valid passport of your country. It has to be valid. That's it. That's all you need. A valid passport from your country. You can go to a different state. So, who else has a question? You're welcome. Stephanie, you're welcome. William, why are you going to the Bahamas? Are you trying to go on vacation when your case is pending? Don't do it. William, William, in your case, expedited request is only if you have humanitarian reason. Let's say, for example, somebody's sick, like one of your beneficiaries sick, and they might get the sickness so serious, you can ask for expedited request. Humanitarian reason, let's say the war broke down where they live, you can ask for expedited request. If it doesn't work, you can sue USCIS. Mandamus, that's what they call it. That's like the last resort. You have O'Neill, you have I-485 pending. Can you travel? You can travel with advance parole, but as long as if it's for an emergency reason, you can travel with advance parole approved. But if you're just going for vacation, I strongly discourage that. Because the problem with I-485 pending, if the case gets here, if the decision comes and you're outside of the country and the decision happened to be a bad decision, then my friend, you'll be stuck outside. That's why we really strongly advise people to just stay in the country until the case gets, unless it's for emergency reason and you have an advance parole approved, then you can go. Ivan, you're just going to Dominican just for fun. When the real question is, when you apply for your advance parole, usually you will list the things that the countries where you're going and the reason why you're going there. So if you have advance parole, it's clear as to where you're going and why you're going there. If you advance parole, you ask for a different country and then you go to a different country, that's a big no. Don't do it. William, 6 years assignment pending is not normal. It's just that USCIS is too late. They're so behind. Some people are suing USCIS. If you want, you can sue. It's just up to you. You can sue USCIS. You can try filing an expedited request and see what's going to happen. But 6 years is not normal. I said last year he was applying for TPS until now, nothing after he provided. Yeah, he need to be calling and filing requests online. For TPS, O'Neill, are we talking about TPS? O'Neill Godchild Williams. Are you talking about work permit under TPS or under I-485? Under I-485, it's taking at least 12 months. What I've seen in my personal experience, 10 months to 11 months. Somebody who applied under I-485 C9. You're welcome. You're welcome. Under I-485, yeah, give it at least 12 months. To be honest with you, C9, I applied lately in June of 2021. We got the response in May 21st of 2020, almost 11 months. So pretty much you just give it 12 months. So if you apply in March, just wait until March 2023. That's how long it's taking. But you can always try expedite it and see if it's gonna have work. You just call, try to tell them the reason why you want to expedite and see if it's gonna work. Ivan Petrovich, the question is, when you apply for advance parole, what country did you say that you're going to go to? Because on that application of advance parole, it tells you to put the name of the country where you're going. If you did not put Dominican Republic as a country where you're going, just don't do it. You have to go where you said you're going to go. So the question now is, when you apply for advance parole, what country did you tell them that you're going? That's the real question. Okay. Any more questions? Who has another question? So we can wrap up this. It's too late, 8:15 p.m. here. Yeah, if you had a lawyer who applied for you, you need to ask them. You call them and ask them that question. Because usually they have a question as far as where you're going to go, what country you're planning to visit. The question is there. I don't know what you're talking about, but the question is in the application. So you need to call your lawyer and ask that question. O'Neill Godchild Williams, that's the proposal. That's not what's happening in actuality. So if you really want to know how long your case will take, look at your receipt notice at the bottom, right? You see the center where the receipt your case went. Then you go to the USCIS processing time. Then you put the form number like I-765 and the family base C9, and then it's going to ask you the date when you file. Then you click submit. Then it's going to tell you exactly how long it's going to take. You're welcome. Ivan, you're welcome. Yes, Stephanie Toussaint. For another country, you'll need a travel document, advance parole. Yes, that is correct. You can't just wake up and go. Nope. Big no. You'll be stuck outside. So Well, I guess we're done for tonight. Um, we're gonna be monitoring this. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. So we're gonna monitor this bill. Okay, if this bill passes, that'll be great for everybody. But we're just gonna monitor it and give you updates and see how it's going. In the meantime, if you have a real case, need a consultation, call, email. I charge for consultation. You already know that. But yes, if the baby is born here, of course, William D. Yes, the answer is yes. Citizenship by birth if the child is born here in the US, not outside, here in the US. Okay, folks, thanks for showing up as usual. You're the best. We will continue this conversation, okay? We talk about it again and again until we get it right. We're gonna monitor this bill. Those Democrats, to be honest with you, they're so shameless. They have no idea what is at stake, taking everything like it's a joke. Trying to do some conferences here and there, but they're not really convincing us as far as what they can actually do. You know. Thank you, Luz Galinato from Seattle. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye-bye. Thanks for showing up. Bye. If you have more questions, just put in the comment. We'll get to it when we get